Right now, the first thing is like, some men, right? They feel like women should be okay with them, you know, laying down with other women and stuff like that while they're still in a relationship, because they think it would improve and make the relationship better. So by men, you know, releasing stress and you know, laying down with other women, they say like that's not showing that they love the other woman. They still love you, but you know, it's just letting them release their stress. How do you feel about that?
That is the single most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. If you're trying to let out stress, why can't you sleep with your girlfriend? Why does it have to be somebody else? That makes no sense.
Speak like that.
I don't understand why it has to be like, I'm sorry, I'm just going to be blank. It's just a vagina. Why does it have to be a stranger's vagina? Why can't it be like your girlfriend's vagina? That makes no sense. If your main goal is to relieve stress, then it don't matter who it's with. It has to be with me.
So sometimes the release I can't. All right. So sometimes men, I know as a man, you gotta relieve stress in other ways than with your girlfriend, because you just need to get away from your girlfriend, I guess.
What?
Yeah.
Are you serious? Only because what?
Only because your girlfriend might get on your nerves in that certain moment.
But she's not getting on your nerves during sex.
Sometimes.
Alright, you know what? That's dumb. If your main goal is to relieve stress through sex, then just have sex with your girlfriend. Like, whatever she's doing to nag you in any other aspect, it's not going to be the same things that irk you during sex.
Well, if it's her voice, it probably would. I don't know.
Like, if that's what you're thinking about. Like, please.
But, like, you know that you still care about your girlfriend in the caring kind of way inside your heart. But sometimes you just have to externally do other stuff to relieve stress, I guess.
Then, wait, so you think that in order to relieve stress, you have to sleep with a completely different person? How can you walk me through how that relieves stress?
You're not thinking.
You can't, exactly. Your logic makes no sense.
You can't think. You don't think about anything when you're done. It's just, I don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah, I guess so.
Alright, so you made a good point. So like I bring this up to with guys that think that way. I say like, so if your girl were to go ahead and relieve stress with other men, would that make you happy? And a lot of the times the guys, they say no. They'd be pissed off. And I'm like, okay, well, you know, what makes you think you could do the same thing if your girl can? And a lot of these guys, they say, you know, well, girls, they receive like stuff, so their feelings are internal when it comes to feelings, and guys are external. What's your explanation for all that? Do you think like this is a dumb logic for their thinking?
For what, girls to think internally and guys to think externally?
Yeah, when it comes to love, like receiving love or love making, they say for girls it's different because like if a girl sleep with a whole bunch of guys, all those guys are like within her, you know what I'm saying? And when it comes to a guy, he just releasing his stress.
So you think like when girls, hold on for 1 second.
Okay.
It's the wrong time.
Text him and say you're doing a podcast.
You think that one girl? Can you repeat the question?
No, like not me, but like when I try to tell other guys, like this is what I said. I said, you as a guy, would you think it's okay for your girlfriend to go ahead and like lay down with other guys, you know, for her to relieve stress, and for you, like how would you feel as a guy? a lot of them say, you know, that's not cool. A girl shouldn't do that. And I'm like, okay,
exactly.
yeah, so it shouldn't be a double standard. That's how I feel. But some guys,
exactly,
they say like, well, it's different because a girl, when she's laying down with other guys, she's receiving stuff internally, and like I guess they say it's like it's within her, like she's gonna have feelings for that guy she slept with. But for a guy, they saying if they sleep with other girls, they're not gonna have feelings for her afterwards.
Actually, that does kind of make sense because girls are more emotional than guys. Like, guys can just hit it and quit it, whereas girls are connected with the person once they have sex with them. So that makes sense. But either way, nobody should be sleeping with nobody else while they're in a relationship. It doesn't matter.
In some parts,
girls get attached easier, whereas guys can just move on like immediately.
Okay.
I guess it kind of depends on the type of guy in the relationship, because some guys, they wouldn't be able to do that. I guess you would have to talk to your partner about it, but I feel like for certain guys, they should be able to move around, I guess.
No guys should. I don't understand. Like, if a guy wants to cheat or like sleep with multiple women, just be single. Like, it's not a hard concept. I don't understand why they want to be in a relationship but also sleep with other women and then try to justify it. It's okay to just be single and do that.
But maybe they just want to keep that one person around.
For what? If you're gonna be with a million different other people, what's the point?
Yeah, it was kind of hard for me to grasp that concept too, like of like why they want the girl around. But they said like they need that companionship the whole time, even though they are sleeping with other women. You know, like look, I can give you a story here. Like one time when I was like in my Blue Gold All-Star game, and we were all like relaxing in a hotel, not in a hotel, but in the dorm rooms chilling. This one young guy was like, hey man, y'all need to call some girls to come up over here. And I knew him. I said, hey man, don't you got a girlfriend? He said, yeah man. And I said, so you cheat on her? He said, yeah, I cheat on her all the time, but like that don't mean I don't love her. And, and so me, I'm like, you know, I was like, it was hard for me to understand. Like he said he loved this girl, but at the same time he do cheat on her. But he told me it's something I just don't understand. And like, do you think those type of guys give good guys a bad name?
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I think all guys, they want different things from different girls. Like, you might want from one girl, you might want her to, like, feed you, and then another girl, you want her to just, like, have good conversation with, and then another girl to just sleep with. And I think in your mind, you can't just have the full package, so you just get different things from different ones. Like, and that's understandable, but don't wife one of them and then just leave the other ones. Like, just be single. It's okay. Like, just use one for the food, use one for the good conversation, and like, just don't give anyone a title if that's how you feel. I think guys make things way more difficult than they should be.
Well, what happens if the one that you want to be with, like sleeping with, is the one that she wants to be in a relationship with you? How does that work?
Then just tell her straight up, which like that you don't want to do it, and tell her why. And if she's still cool with that, she's dumb enough to like still, you know, go through with that, then hey, give it a title.
I don't know about all that.
It's simple. It could all be so simple, but y'all would rather make it hard.
Well, I find it easier. I found it easier if you just like give them, I don't know.
Give one a title and then still cheat with the other one?
No, not cheat, no. I don't know.
What do you call it then?
I don't know.
Now we're gonna move on to like ages when it comes to relationships, like on different type of ages. All right, like I always found this kind of crazy. Like for me, I kind of like women that's either my age or older, and then I've always been told by my parents or grandparents that I'm mature for my age, right? And I've always seen like guys in my age group or older, when I was in high school or middle school, they would date like girls that's 3 or 4 years younger than them. And and I'll be like, wow, I don't get it. Why are you dating a younger girl? I realized that the girl, you know, she's into the older guy, right? Because she's in her mind, he's more mature than the guys in her class. Now, for that guy, it's kind of hard for him to get girls his age, so he messes with that younger girl, and it kind of like manipulates her mind and stuff like that. And like most of these first loves are wrecked because of age differences. How do you feel about like the whole age thing growing up in like high school and middle school, like when it comes to boy and girls?
I think like you said, like older guys sometimes go for younger girls because they're easily manipulated. And I think guys tend to like that, whereas older girls know what they want. They're like, you can't mess around with them. You can't, you know, cheat or like do anything stupid because they're not going to take that. So I think that's probably why older guys go for younger girls. But as far as older girls going for younger guys, I don't see how they could, because like girls mature faster than boys. So if you were to go for a younger guy, you're babysitting. You're not in a relationship.
Now, what if that older girl, like, what if she do find a younger guy that's like mature though? Like it's like a once in a blue moon type of thing. Would you be able to understand that?
Probably not.
Oh shoot.
That's like to catch a predator type stuff. Like, why would you want to do that?
Okay. Well, is there anything I said?
The older Johns are tough, so I don't know. Like the young girls, they just kind of like there, and the ones my age are pretty tough. But the older Johns is tough too. And I'm the youngest one at my school. Like I'm in the youngest grade, and I'm the youngest age for my grade. So like just coming into college, I'm just like, yo, these older Johns is tough. So I don't know.
You gotta step your game up.
Oh yeah, I definitely do. But they always be curving.
They're on their level.
They're not on my level. They obviously mature. They be curving me like crazy, telling me fake names, fake numbers, fake friends, fake.
Wait, how much older? How much older are they?
2 years, 3 years, 1 year, all older. Everybody in my grade is older than me too. So. What
grade are you in?
I'm a freshman in college.
I mean, if they're like a year older, then I don't see why they can't give you a chance. But 3 years, I can understand.
Hey, it's probably because they tough.
Because you probably just look younger, or like maybe you act younger than their taste.
I guess, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. I'd be spitting that fire towards them, so I don't know.
One question said, how come girls always like find the bad guys attractive? Like what makes, even though that probably wasn't you in high school and stuff, do you know, like, how come most girls find the bad guys attractive?
I think it's more like the alpha male thing. We find that alpha male quality more so in bad guys than in good guys. It's sad, but it's true. And I think girls like to feel like protected, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's that alpha male thing. So when you see like a good guy, most of the time he's like, I don't know how to put this. Most of the time, he doesn't seem like he would be, like, if we were to get mugged or something, he don't seem like the type that would step up and, like, protect us.
Oh, wow.
You don't get that alpha male, like, vibe from him. It's all about the alpha male dude, really.
So do you think that's, like, how it starts off when you're younger, and then as the girl gets older, she's more attracted to that good guy who became successful?
Yeah, for sure. Because as we get older, that's when girls are more ready to like settle down and stuff like that. And bad guys are not the settle down type. So eventually, you just go for the good guys, like because good guys treat you really, really, really well. Like bad guys are always jerks. And I think eventually, after a girl has been with enough bad guys, she gets tired of it. Like, it gets boring. It gets old. You get tired of stressing and crying and stuff.
Okay, now I think... Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, no, I was just going to agree with that because, you know, I'm 100% alpha male.
I know the next question was for Isaiah, too. This next question was like, you know, how come most guys, like, focus on, you know, the intimacy first. Like, well, I mean, I guess sex. I say sex. Focus on the sex part first, more than the actual like relationship. And I think for our viewers, that question was more directed towards Isaiah.
Towards me.
Yeah, you know how some of these girls, they hint when it comes to you. Like,
okay. Well, it's actually like you ever look at a circuit. Like, you ever, like a circuit where all the wires connect and the light bulb lights up?
Yeah.
That's how boys' brains work. And we are not out there trying to have sex. Our light bulb is not lighting up. So, I don't know. I can't explain it to you. That's just how I'm hot wired.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Because boys only think with one head.
Yep.
And it's not the one on top of the neck.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And do you think that's the difference between a boy and a man?
I'm 100% man, so I don't know.
Oh, that's hard.
It ain't easy being a man.
I don't know, cause men, y'all tell me.
Well, I was just thinking, that's all, because like for me, like I'm trying to, I guess I could use an example on me, like, and when I was in college, right, I was just like, okay, let me just relax and just focus. And, you know, I wasn't with girls at all. The only thing I was doing was get my schoolwork done and stuff like that. And I said, okay, now I'm going to prepare so when I graduate and get myself financially settled, now I'm going to go ahead and go on dates and stuff like that and figure out who I want. And I wasn't thinking, you know, sex first. It was just like, let me get my work done, let me graduate, and let me financially get set up. Now I could think about, you know, who I'm gonna find, and then, like, you know, spend the rest of my life with, something like that, you know. So I guess I can't necessarily say that's how a man thinks, but I do want to separate myself from those that's different from me.
My thing is, like, I guess I don't know. When I was in high school, I had a girlfriend for about almost 2 years, so I was just kind of like there. But when I get to college, I'm just kind of there, because, like, I'm not really, like, I'm focusing on my books and stuff, but, like, you know, there's in college, there's all these tough joints. I'm telling you, man, all these tough ones. So I'm just trying to figure out what I can, you know. So it's just a little bit, I don't know, like, being a man, like, being grown up now, it's all a little bit harder because you got to figure out ways, and that's it.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel you.
I said crazy. Hold on, let me find the next one. Hold on. All right,
it's a lot tougher now.
All right, it was. I know it was a celebrity question. Okay, this was I think from earlier, because we haven't done a show like in a while. But they were saying, what do you think about, like, Black China getting together with Rob Kardashian? Do you think?
Yo, she is the queen of chess, man. I don't understand. Like, once Tyga got with, it is petty, but once Tyga got with Kylie, I'm thinking, all right, game over, China lost, like, whatever. But no one expected her to get with Rob. And she's, on top of that, she's helping him get back in shape, and, like, it's like, what? Who would have thought, like, no one saw this coming.
Yeah.
And you can tell the family is pissed about it because they don't talk about it. Normally they're an open book, but when it comes to China, they're not talking about it. But the thing is, I can understand China's pain because she was best friends with Kim, and she was at Kim and Kanye's wedding.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, her and Tyga break up, and he goes for a 16-year-old. Like, and not just that, but her best friend's sister. I can understand her pain. I can understand why she would want to be petty. I cannot blame her at all.
Yeah, I remember
when... So once she goes... What'd you say?
I remember when Amber Rose talked about that on the Breakfast Club, when she said, like, you know, it said that, like, Tyga, like, she said Tyga basically left Black China and her child and their child for a little girl.
Yeah. Well, she's plastic, too. At least Black China's a real human being. Kylie Jenner got fake butt, fake lips, like... It's like, I can imagine kissing her is like kissing a rock. Why would you do that? She's 5 years old.
Black China's not really real.
I don't know. That's debatable. I mean, like, she is black. Black girls naturally have the boobs in the butt. Yeah. Kylie for sure does not.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, what's the next topic?
Well, the next one is how do you feel about the engagement with Sierra and Russell Wilson?
I feel like Russell Wilson was a rebound. He's very corny to me.
Oh, wow.
He reminds me of Carlton from Fresh Prince.
Oh, shit.
But at the same time, I think he's good for her. I think she's tired of having a leaned out boyfriend. Future seems like an irresponsible boyfriend. He seems like he's always partying and like on some type of drug. I can't imagine her like Future ever being sober. So I can see, like, I don't know, they seem happy. Yeah. He seems like a nice guy. He seems corny, but he seems like a nice guy.
He's one of those good guys, and Future was one of the alpha males.
Yes.
Now, do you think Future got a right to be mad about like certain things, like when Russell Wilson took a picture with Sierra's son and stuff? Because it seemed like Future wasn't really concerned about that whole little family life until he saw Russell Wilson take a picture with his son. It wasn't, and the picture wasn't even a big deal anyway. It was like his son was at the football camp. Like that's nothing. So, do you think Future like got a right or like should even be pissed off at Russell Wilson about that?
I don't understand why he's concerned. Like, first of all, this is your son's stepfather. What do you expect? They're now to take pictures together. They're now to like touch each other. Like, I don't get that. It's his stepfather. Like, what do you expect? But I feel like because he's so pissed about it, he might still have feelings for Sierra.
Yeah, because I was gonna say Russell Wilson's a good guy. Like he has nothing to worry about. Like the man is always at the hospital with kids and stuff like that. Like, but you're right. I guess that is the explanation. I guess he still got feelings for Sierra, but that's the thing. He messed up though, right? He messed that up.
Right. And he's tripping. He keeps putting all their business on social media and tweeting about like, you know, how he feels about certain things. It's like, come on, like, get over it. And he has like 1,000,009 kids. You don't see him doing that with. Wow. Yeah. I think he has like 5 or 6 kids.
Dang.
But you don't see him tweeting about this with any of his other baby moms, and I'm sure that they moved on and have new boyfriends. You don't see him talking about that.
Yeah, you're right.
It's only with Sierra, so he might still have feelings.
Oh yeah, I was going to ask you, how do you feel about these shows? Like, I don't watch them, but like these shows like Love and Hip Hop and stuff like that. How do you feel about those shows? Like, what's your feeling about it?
I only really watch Hollywood and a little bit of New York, but I only watch for Cardi B. But I do think they're ratchet, and I do think they're fake, but they're still very entertaining.
Cardi B, man. Cardi B, she gets on my nerves. What she say?
Really?
Yeah, I don't like her. I only watched the reunion, so I don't know what she's actually like, but she kept saying that shmoney, something. It was making me upset, yo.
I mean, at the end of the day, Cardi B is just a regular schmegular girl from the Bronx. Like, you can't even hate. She's being herself.
Yeah.
That's one thing you can't hate about. Even with her teeth, I used to always hope, like, pray that she will one day get her teeth fixed. But she keeps saying, no, I just have to keep it real. This is who I am. Like, why would I change? You know, I respect her for that. Even though she got her boobs done, but I respect her for that, you know?
Well, is it like her bottom teeth that's messed up or something?
You never seen her teeth before?
I can't remember
Google
how
them.
they look. I think
you have to Google them. I can't even explain it. Just Google Cardi B teeth.
Isaiah about to show me the teeth right now. He about to show me the teeth. I want to see this. Because I know it's a lot of hype around Cardi B. Like, I've seen on my timeline, I've seen a lot of guys put like Women Crush Wednesday and stuff like that.
No. She really? Tripping,
yeah.
I mean, she got a cool personality, but
these dudes are tripping.
I wonder if they like follow the hype. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Oh man, let me see. Hold on.
I can't really tell. I gotta click on
okay, yeah, I see it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, yep.
She is not good looking.
What is Cardi B? Is she like Dominican or something?
I'm not too sure, actually.
Wow, man. Okay, yeah, I never really watched like the Love and Hip Hop shows. I know my sister does and stuff like that. Like I know because I listen to the Breakfast Club, and I know Charlamagne was saying like Mona Scott is the devil because you make us look bad. Have you seen that show Blackish?
Yes, I have.
I really like Blackish. I think it's the new form of like the Cosby Show.
Yeah, it definitely is. But it's like what I love about them is they're not afraid to go there.
Yeah.
They talk about stuff like taboo subjects and stuff like with the police brutality episode.
Yeah, that was so serious.
They really, really got white people thinking like, dang, is this what it's like to be black?
And do you think most of these people on social media that's snap out about anything like that's about our culture, like when we have a good thing about our culture, like a unity type of aspect, bringing ourselves together. Yeah. When people that snap, the racist people, do you think they're just like keyboard warriors that won't say anything to your face?
That's tough.
Or is it tough because of these Trump supporters? Yeah, I was going to say because of these Trump supporters. A lot of them getting bold. A lot of them getting bold nowadays.
I think before this election, they were just keyboard people who would just keep quiet. But now Trump made people feel more comfortable with being racist. So yeah. I don't know. And they will punch people for saying Black Lives Matter. Like that's. I could go on about that. Yeah, every time I think about that, it makes me mad.
Yeah, it's like what year are we in again? And it's like, okay,
exactly.
And then it's like, I guess we are in the right year, but it's been silent for so long. Like people, I guess it got swept under the rug. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because
it's like we take 2 steps forward and 1 step backward.
Yeah, because it hasn't been like a strong Black Power movement like this of like Black people waking up since like the 90s. You know.
Yeah,
because like I remember the 60s, yeah, and then like in the 90s, I know they had that movement too, like with the Million Man March and and like watching like movies like Poetic Justice and other things like Higher Learning, that they were like, you could tell like our parents and stuff, they were together like because of the outrage. I think the Rodney King sparked it, and then this O.J. Simpson case and all the other stuff like so. And now we right back in the same spot. Again. Yeah. So like it's good. It is good that we together again. Like
yeah. But I used to always say to myself, like, I wonder if I were alive in the '60s, how I would have acted during like the Black Power movements. And now it's happening now. So now I get to know how I would have acted. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because I think these moments like these are gonna be like in history books in the future, like with the protests and all that. Oh yeah, I wonder what's your take on the whole Bill Cosby situation?
Okay, seriously, he did it. Like, I hate when Kanye tweeted Bill Cosby's innocent. I'm like, come on, you really think 30, 40 women randomly just decided, hey, let's take down a celebrity and blame them for raping us? Who do we pick? Who do you pick? I know Bill Cosby. If they're going to pick anyone, they're going to pick somebody who's kind of more relevant and more, like, has more power and influence than Bill Cosby. And these women, like, slowly started coming forward. I mean, literally in the 80s, a few women came forward, no one believed them. In the 90s, a few women came forward, nobody believed them. And now all of them are coming forward. So it's like, come on, like, you really think they just conspired against him? And some of the women he raped were famous. There's a model, I forget her name, but she came forward. She's already famous. She's already rich. She doesn't have anything to gain from this. Why would she come forward? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I hate when people say that these women are lying. They just want to take him down. Like, really? If me personally, if I'm going to pick a celebrity to take down, I'm going to take somebody more relevant and more famous and more, like, rich and powerful than Bill Cosby, who's about to kick the bucket. I mean, let's be honest. He's pretty old, and he looks insane. So his time's almost up. So why would you, like, I hate when people say that he's innocent. He's not.
You made a pretty good point because I didn't know what to think about it at all, honestly. And I didn't even know, like, women came out in the 80s and early 90s about it. Because, like, I always knew Cosby as Huxtable, that good guy. And so when it happened and I seen, like, posts and other things, I remember reading, like, this one lady, she accused Sylvester Stallone of raping her, too. The same lady that accused Cosby, and then, like, both cases were dropped or something like that. Yep. And so I'm just like, I was like,
And he have you ever seen his stand-up piece called Spanish Fly?
Yeah,
he jokes about raping women.
Yeah.
So come on, put two together.
Yeah. Yeah. So
but I will say though, one thing I don't like though is the difference between how they handle Bill Cosby and how they handle like Woody Allen and stuff like that. Because Woody Allen, and even the guy from Seventh Heaven, I forget his name, but their shows are still on TV, their movies are still being played, their Hollywood stars are still there. But as soon as a black guy does that, it's just like everyone freaks out.
Yeah.
I think they all should get the same treatment. I don't think that's fair.
Yeah. I
Like,
see
if
what
you're going to take Bill Cosby's star, take away Woody Allen's star. Take everyone's star.
Exactly. So it's not fair. So do you think that these feminists, right, the ones that came at Cosby, do you think they should have came as strongly like against people like Charlie Sheen and Woody Allen? Like they should have did the same thing, like how they reacted to Bill
absolutely.
Cosby. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Because I didn't see that outrage with Woody Allen and stuff. Because
me neither.
Like if Cosby had adopted a girl from Japan or something, and it was his daughter, raised her, and then all of a sudden married her, I think a lot of people would have questions of what happened when she was 8, 9 years old.
Exactly. That's disgusting.
Who did that?
Oh, well, this guy. Oh, Isaiah's asking who is it? Woody Allen. He's like a writer, director, and all this other. He's really famous, and
Yeah.
But I don't think anything happened to him, right? Like no charges or anything.
No.
Yeah, nothing.
I don't think so.
Yeah, nothing happened. And then the guy was the seventh heaven guy. Like that just like it got swept under the rug.
Because
Like
that's children.
Yeah, and the thing is, and it's evidence. Like, and is he in jail? I think he's
no.
Oh damn, he's not.
Wait, is he? I don't know.
I know Jared's in jail from Subway. I know he's in prison. The guy from Seventh Heaven, he might be in jail. I'm just like, the fact that he, the outrage isn't there like it should be.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because these are kids. Like I remember how the outrage was for MJ and when he was accused, but they didn't have any evidence on him. You know what I'm saying? Like I know it was all for money and stuff, but like when we were younger and MJ was getting accused of these things, people were coming at him hard. So like where it tore him down, like where he got depressed. So I didn't see that outrage when it came to this guy.
Exactly.
Oh, how do you feel about Jaden Smith being like the what is he's the face of Louis Vuitton women's clothing, and I think I got that right. Yeah. That irks me. He's a boy. He said, I identify as a boy. I just like wearing girls' clothes.
What?
So you didn't give this opportunity to any females. You gave it to him just because he's a boy who likes wearing girls' clothes. Like, I see that they're trying to make a statement and stuff, but why would you make him the face of Louis Vuitton or whatever? Like, all these girls that could have had this opportunity, you could have given it to his sister, but no, you give it to him? Like, really?
Yeah.
That's so stupid to me.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
That's weird.
Well, you made a great point. They could have given it to a sister, yeah, but that's crazy.
So he wears.
It reminds me of Rachel Dolezal. Like, all these other black women who could have gotten that position that she had, but she just fakes being black and she gets it. Like, it's the same thing with him. All these girls that could have gotten that, but he says he likes wearing girls' clothes, so he gets it. Like, come on. Yeah, exactly. And Isaiah, how you feel about that?
I feel like that's very weird, and maybe he's a cross-dresser or something, because I don't wear girls' clothes. I don't know what that looks like. I was about to look him up.
Okay. His dad's reaction wasn't... I thought his dad was going to have a different reaction, too, but his dad seemed fine with it.
Yeah,
like,
he is.
I was just like, what's going on? Do you think it's more of Jada's... Like, you think it's more of his wife that kind of turned the kids out?
I could see how you say that. Because the Will Smith I grew up watching and, like, listening to, I cannot imagine that Will Smith being cool with this.
This boy would have been kicked out the house.
Right?
Yo, he wearing skirts. Yo.
Yo. And that's what I'm saying. Because, like, I remember when Jada, like, she was real cool with Tupac.
Yeah.
She seemed real down to earth.
How about that?
Like she seemed real down to earth and stuff. I don't know when it all changed for her. I don't know if
exactly.
after his. Courtney, have you been seeing the stuff that's been going on with Cat Williams?
Yes.
Now, what do you think? Like, what's going on with him? You got an opinion on that?
Oh my God, I think he's losing his mind. I think he's going crazy. The video when he was in the fight with the 17-year-old,
that look in his face. Was it the 7th?
I don't know how old he was. I keep getting this story. But the look in his face, first of all, why was he at a middle school soccer game? Like, he was in the game. Why are you there? And then second of all, I don't know what happened on the field, but for him to pull him aside and be like, hey, yo, square up. Like, what? How old is he? But the look in his eyes, those don't look like Cat Williams' eyes. Like, I'm concerned. I think he got something going on. I was laughing at first, but then I watched it another 50 times, and I looked in his eyes. I'm like, no, there's something that has to be going on.
Yeah, he hopped up on that crazy
That is the
drug.
Cat Williams I know.
Now, what
do y'all think about it?
That used to be my favorite. Well, he still is like one of my favorite comedians and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, I love Cat with the Pimp Chronicles and all that. And I don't know, like, if he's going through like a lot of stress at home or anything, because mainstream media, a lot of people say drugs and stuff, and I don't like to be a sheep and fall into all that. But like, I wonder, like,
it could be.
Like, yeah, that's like, it's like, okay, it get to a point where I can't even defend him anymore. it's like, okay, maybe it is drugs. Maybe it's some type of weed he can't control. Like, I know he do all the types of weed, so maybe it is a type of weed that he just can't control, and he just going on ballistic. Like, did you see the fight at the concert in Philly?
I didn't see it, but I heard about it.
Yeah, like, well, at first he was dancing and stuff, and then he got like all riled up and sucker punched somebody. But then they like banked him. I don't know if he's being provoked. Maybe he's like, maybe he's sensitive. Like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe like, if you say something or rub him the wrong way, he's gonna react quickly because he's always been like that. Go ahead.
He smokes a lot of weed, so maybe somebody told him like lace weed or something, and he just, I don't know. Something's not right. This is not the Cat Williams we all know. He's under the influence of something.
The only thing I can say, man, is I wish I was that kid who got punched, because I'd be making money or something. I had so many views. I'd trash him real quick.
How do you let a little kid chokehold you on the ground? And then did you see all the memes that came from that?
Yeah, that was crazy.
He looked so helpless.
And then after the kid chokehold him, he walked away, and he was still laying on the ground. He was like, "Whose son is this? Whose son is this?" And he was like, "I got sons, boy. You don't want to mess with me."
He was still talking.
Oh man, Cat. Well, I hope like things change for the better. Like, cause Cat is the man. Like, he need to get it together. Like, you know what?
Right.
He need to learn how to fight.
Oh shoot. Yeah, speaking of that, I know like how he came at Kevin Hart a couple months ago. Like, other than that, like, I'm not gonna get into the whole beef thing, but like, I am proud of Kevin of what he's doing, because it seems like he's working really hard when it comes to this industry. You know, like making movies and trying to make money. Yeah. I think he's reaching for like trying to own a business. You know, to create more opportunities for minorities. That's what I think Kevin Hart is doing.
He reminds me of Steve Harvey because he's everywhere.
Exactly.
Like, there's nothing he won't do. He's hosting every award show. Like, he's just, honestly, I'm probably the only one who's kind of tired of him.
No, Kevin Hart?
I don't think he's that funny. Yeah.
Oh, well, he got the little kiddish type of humor, yeah.
Yeah, I respect what he's doing, I really do, but I'm tired of him. He's everywhere, and he ain't even all that.
Oh, no, man. All right, okay, now, here I go. The one question was, what good qualities do girls look for in a man? It's the last question.
I can't speak for every girl, but for me personally, I feel like his political views have to align with mine, and his religious views. Like, because I'm a Christian, I can't see myself dating an atheist. Okay, like, that doesn't make any sense. And I'm like, I believe Black Lives Matter. So if he says all lives matter on the first date, I'm walking out. I'm just
wait, what?
Yeah, that makes sense, because you know what? That's funny too. Like, I never heard of all lives matter until Black Lives Matter people start saying that. Like, if they were saying that since the 20s and stuff, okay, cool. But you know, it just came about when Black people started saying that.
Exactly, and you notice they never say that when, like, if a white person were to get shot, they wouldn't be like, "Oh my gosh, all lives matter." They only say it to combat Black Lives Matter. Like, I hate All Lives Matter is a new N-word.
Yeah, because I don't see any All Lives Matter rallies anywhere.
Exactly. So he says that on the first date, I'm leaving. I prefer funny because I like to laugh.
Okay.
And good career or like driven to get a career. I don't like lazy bums. I once dated a guy who was like complaining about how broke he is and oh my gosh, my life is going nowhere. And then I was like, well, why don't you like go to school? Why don't you get like a good paying job? He's like, I don't really feel like doing that. I'm like, well then why are you complaining?
Yeah.
And that's really the meat and potatoes of what I like. Oh, and good taste in music.
Okay.
I need to know his top 5 rappers on the first date. And if he says Future is in his top 5, then we're out. Sorry to anybody who likes Future.
Oh man, that's
crazy.
Well, you got anything to finish up with?
I was just gonna flip the script around.
All right, go ahead.
For girls, I like tough Johns.
Okay.
Oh shoot, that's it.
Wait, when you say tough, I picture a girl who's always fighting and wearing Timbs.
No, not tough like that. Like tough, like in a 10, like a dime, but tough. Like she tough, like
okay.
She real tough, yo. That's it.
Well,
that's it. What about you, Lenny?
Oh well, you know she, the girl. He's crazy. Okay, the girl gotta be like real respectful when it comes to like me and my family and stuff.
Okay.
And I need to always be comfortable around her too, at least. Able to have a conversation. Really nice, good. Hopefully, like something like to look forward to. You know what I'm saying? She gotta want to be successful. Like want to have goals and want to complete those goals. And like you said, I do not need a lazy girl. Like that's one thing I can't stand lazy people that don't want to do anything. Like I can't be in a relationship with a girl that want to sit out on the porch all day, every day, and not do anything. Like just sit on the porch and go to the corner store. We're not doing that. But well, that's about it. Like a girl with good qualities like that. That's all.
Okay. Wait, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just having a conversation with somebody about this. When you're on a first date and a girl were to order like baby back ribs or like chicken wings or something like that and really get her grub on, really go to town on that meal, would that turn you off?
Nope.
Not me, no.
Nope.
I'm fine with that.
Really?
No.
Because girls always, we order like a salad or like French fries and we're like, I'm not hungry. But really we be starving. And we get like something that we can eat cute because we always think that it will turn a guy off if we just like go crazy on the food and like get food like all on our fingers and like lick our fingers and stuff.
I'm gonna tell you this: a lot of guys, I don't know if a lot of guys, but me and Isaiah, we do not care about the girl, like what she eats. You know what I'm saying? Like, long as okay, like I'm gonna speak for Isaiah real quick. Long as that girl good in bed. That's all that matters. So I'm playing. But like the food thing really don't bother us at all, though.
Yeah, cause I was going to say I had a story because my ex-girlfriend, when we first went on a date, she got like crabs and stuff, right? She was cracking them things open, dipping them in butter, and flinging them at me, right? That joint was hitting me in my face. She took a bite. I was like, yo, she tough. She tough.
You like that?
I don't know. Like, I could just get along with her. So we lasted a long time. Because I eat like that. So it's like, that's cool. You feel me? I don't care.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely not a turn off at all. But yeah, Courtney, thank you for appearing on our show. Well, we hope to have more conversations with you like this. And it was definitely fun.
For sure. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.